So, welcome to episode 2. This is going to be a lot easier compared to episode 1 because we're dealing with things that nobody can really argue about. And if you're going to argue about this, I kind of feel sorry for you. Okay, little chick, we got to put you out of the way. Thank you. No hard feelings. Okay, let us get started. Remember, S tier is super tier. Okay, it's like super duper. Capiche? Everybody got that? And then A, B, you guys know your ABCs. My goodness gracious. Some people don't know that. They're like, what's S tier? Look at it. It's all the way at the top. I don't think I need to be more elaborate. Alright, let's get started. Number 1, chocolates. I love doing stuff like this. Who the heck does this? I mean, normally people, they rank fast food restaurants, but here I am in a special Valentine's Day episode. It's sweet. Wow, it's sweet. So chocolates, where should chocolates go? Well, everything in moderation. I'm not a big, sweet fan because, all the sugar and you got to watch your weight. You got to watch your muscle to fat ratio, composure. What is it? Let's see, body fat composition. So okay, fine. A few chocolates, but are they necessary for Valentine's Day? Women are gonna say yes. Women are gonna get me on this, so it's a classic. I'm gonna put it in A tier. Is it super? You see, that's why this is difficult. No, because sometimes chocolates are just chocolates. Here, let me chocolate strawberries. For some reason, women like chocolate strawberries. The lava chocolate fountain, they call it, or something, where it's just pouring chocolate from tier to tier. They love that stuff. Women really love that stuff. I, as a man, I don't mind a few chocolates, but this is mainly a female. It is a great aphrodisiac. And it will get you going, by the way, if you know what I mean. Cacao is, the real chocolate. It comes from the fruit, the cocoa fruit. So, cocoa, or cocoa if you want to. I call it cocoa, cacao. So, I would say the strawberry, this is the super one. The strawberry, chocolate coated strawberries. Oh my goodness, it's so hard to say sometimes. I'm glad we got the sweets out of the way. Because, no, we didn't. Now comes the conventional mainstream M&M, Snickers, Reese's, Milky Way. The only thing I have is because, we see it all the time. Halloween, Christmas, Easter. Come on, these are main, and they got a lot of chemicals and whatever. But despite all the chemicals or whatever, no, I'm gonna put it in C tier. They're not necessary. They're just kind of like, hey kids, you want some candies, and it's just year round and same candies, nothing really innovative. Like sometimes they'll have, you put peanut butter, you put caramel, you put whatever, it's just, they always try these wacky new things to try to make it different, but it's going to be the same. It's like Doritos. Now they're trying to make it taste like Mountain Dew. Are you serious? Anyways, okay, let's move on. Okay, outdoor picnic, either at a bench or somewhere at a park. Here's picnic. Oh boy, where would I put this? A picnic is romantic, but you have to rely on the weather. That's the only downside. So it's weather dependent. You have to be very choosy with the foods that you're going to bring out with you. So a picnic is nice, but it could be too windy, too sunny, too cold, too hot. But it's good to get outdoors, so it's not a bad idea. I'll put it in B tier. It's a good idea if weather permits, but is it excellent or above? Not necessarily, in my humble opinion. All right, so let's say go to a movie theater. Next activity on the list. Yeah, I mean, but you could go to the movie theater anytime, though. I mean, Valentine's Day for me is every day with my soulmate, so I don't know about you guys. I always try to make it Valentine's Day every single day. No, it doesn't look psychotic or anything. It doesn't have to be like a specific event. It just means love your partner to the maximum each and every single day. You don't wait for Valentine's Day to show your love for your partner. It's if those of you who already read my book, you already know how I feel. Or if you watched my movie for the quick version, the 1 hour movie, you already know how I feel about love. It's all or nothing. So watching a movie together at the actual cinema, at the theater, on Valentine's Day, it's a good idea. But again, it's not really optimal. It's not the most ideal. So I'll go ahead and put it in B tier. All right, let's go ahead and proceed. Netflix and chill. For those of you who don't want to go anywhere. Netflix and chill, pretty much on the sofa. I mean, number one, let me get this out of the way. Romance, sexual activity should be number one on your list to do on Valentine's Day. But that should be every day as well, right? We say at least once. Whenever possible. So, Netflix and chill, it is romantic. But it's just too typical. So, Netflix and chill is kind of like a C category. Anybody can really do that. It's not something... I mean, you're not going to have like, oh, you remember that one time when we were... Dude, come on. You guys got to try a little bit harder than Netflix and chill. Alright. Be a little bit more creative, right? Next up on the list, going on a vacation, either out of state or out of country. Well, I mean, if you can afford to, that's pretty wild, right? I live here in Europe. For those of you who live in the United States, maybe there's a state you guys haven't been to, or another city within your state you haven't been to. I traveled all around Texas. That was fun, but it was expensive. Yeah, the thousands start going away from your pocket. Even with smart decision making. So if you guys can afford a good vacation, definitely to get out of there, go for it. I'm going to put it in A tier. To get out and about. I might change that, but I might not. Depending on what happens with the rest of this. Go out to a fancy hotel. You guys like that nice feeling of going to a hotel. It doesn't matter how you guys feel about hotels. If it's like, oh, they're not clean, or oh my goodness, let's just not even discuss that. Let's just assume that the hotel is 5-star, 6-star, whatever. It's a hotel. It's a clean hotel, okay? In science, we say respectfully, right? So let's go ahead and put going to a hotel. What do I have here for that? Yeah, fancy hotel. It's not a bad idea. It could be very wild. I remember in my younger days. So I'm going to put that in S tier. To get out of the house. To go somewhere. It could be, like I said, another place. Now, vacation, I put in the A because that might cost too much. Going to a hotel locally is more affordable. See what I mean? Or if you want to take a car trip, that's more affordable. But a vacation means either out of state or out of country. So it might be more expensive. That's why I put it in A instead of S. If you guys can afford it, S tier. If you can't, go somewhere affordable, A tier. So, let's go ahead and go to going on a camping trip. Where you guys know outdoor intimacy feels amazing. Making love in the sweet outdoors. But it's also dangerous with animals and insects. Those pestering insects camping. Good question. Things can get very messy though. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in. I'm not a big camper, but is it a wild experience? Yes, but again, I had to put it with the picnic because it's dependent on weather, and there's a lot of strenuous involvement, like the fancy tents and poles and visibility, and maybe you're missing a piece or the weights because it's too windy, yada yada. What I'm talking about, people, are variables. There's too many variables involved. The easier the activity, the higher it should be on this list, but it has to be memorable at the same time. You gotta have a sense of like artistic appeal here. You can't just be like, oh, Netflix and chill is S tier. Well, yeah, but anybody can do Netflix and chill. There's no memorable, like, whoa, nothing really to take away from that. So I'm gonna leave it in B. I wanted to put it in C, but hey, it is different. It's better than Netflix and chill. It's something adventurous, but is it ideal? That's the thing. All right, so family reunion. No, leave us alone, please. We'll get to you guys later. Of all days, not today, family. I mean, it's Valentine's Day. No. D tier, okay? Come on. Give us a break. I don't care whose anniversary, birthday, whatever. I don't know. Maybe stop by your family's house if that's the case. But, I mean, ideally, people, leave your families alone. Can you guys just, unless you're introducing your new partner to the family and you want to make it super special, let's do it on Valentine's Day. But it's still a poor day to do it on. But if the day doesn't really mean that much to you, go ahead. Oh my goodness, sheesh. But everybody's a little bit different. But let's go ahead and continue here. All right, where was I? Okay, so go out to a restaurant. I'm sure everybody should have that on their list to do. Not KFC, not McDonald's, not Pizza Hut. Come on, people, aim higher, right? Unless you both are low on funds, that's perfectly fine. If you're low on funds, legit. That's why I'm keeping this list kind of economic. Taking not everybody's all rich and money grows on trees. I get it. So, yes, go out to a restaurant is above. It's kind of like with the theater, but it's a must. It's a staple. So I'm gonna put it in A tier. You guys need to go to a restaurant. Get out of that house. Get out of that apartment. Wherever you live, just get out and go to a nice restaurant. You guys deserve it. Okay, good stuff. Let us move on. All right, going to a theme park, with or without the kids. I mean, I highly consider you hire a babysitter. So with or without kids going to a theme park, well, it could be expensive. It could take up too much of the day, but it could be a memorable experience. It is more than just going to the park, so, it is adventurous. I'm going to put it in A tier. Because for those of you guys who actually like theme parks, I personally don't. I mean, because I feel like once I've been to one, I've seen it kind of almost all of them. Like Epcot and Disney World and, whatever. What's the other one? SeaWorld. And kind of like where I've been there once, but I'll put it in A because, it could be a fun experience. The thing about theme parks is that there's a lot of people. You guys have to have like a nice hush hush area for your guys, for yourselves. I'm really tempted to put it in B. Gosh darn. Let me lower this down to B. I don't feel cozy with that. A theme park you can always go to. I mean, sure, it can be special, but we're trying to isolate the two of you in a nice romantic environment. Get it? Okay, so next one on the list. My goodness gracious. Ordering pizza or delivery food. Staying home, again, only if you're low on funds, fine. I get it, right? Staying at home. I mean, if you have to stay at home, that's fine. I get it. So, but once again, this goes right there with the Netflix and chill. You can do this on any day. It's not gonna be like you might remember it, but trust me, it'll be forgettable. You want some unforgettable memories here, okay? So it's okay. I'm not condemning it. I'm just saying, you're not gonna get healthy food unless you order from a healthy food restaurant if it's available. All right, working overtime for holiday pay. I'm sorry I had to put this in here, but it's true. Some people, okay, if you're all alone, that's not S tier. It's just a sad story, right? So what are you going to be doing for Valentine's? Oh, I don't celebrate Valentine's, so I'm just going to work. No. This is F, our first F in the whole series. It's up to you to make Valentine's Day special. If you don't have somebody to spend it with, find someone. Even if it's a friend who's also all alone. Never stop trying to find your potential soulmate. And you might not be the only lonely person on Valentine's Day. Remember when we were kids, they said pair up with somebody and nobody chose you. Everybody's run into that scenario. I don't care if it's 5th grade, 6th grade, 8th grade. Everybody's going to run into that. It's not about popularity. It's just about somebody just quickly get with the partner. And then, you're like, really? I wait, well, and then you look around and somebody is lonely in the corner and you're like, oh, work with them, right? That's what I'm saying here. And Valentine's Day, you might not be the only lonely one. So stop it. Don't go work extra time unless you need the money. This could be the one time when you run into your potential soulmate. You never know. So that's that. Next up, drinking alcohol. No. I mean, a bit of champagne is not bad to stay awake and enjoy, love naturally. So drinking alcohol, if you're not an alcoholic would go in F tier, okay? But if it's champagne, sparkly bubbly, where do I put you? You could be at the restaurant. Oh, the chocolates. Yeah, a little bit of champagne is okay. Whatever, I'll put it in the A tier. Don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about liquor. I'm not talking about beer. I'm talking about only champagne or wine, a glass of wine. But I'm not talking about glasses and glasses of wine and cups of champagne to get you drunk. That's an F tier, the losers category. Getting drunk on Valentine's? Are you serious? Nobody should be wanting to get drunk on Valentine's. Capiche? Understand? So, with that in mind, the liquor, hard liquor or whatever, if you're getting drunk on Valentine's all by yourself or with your partner, then that goes in F tier. That's so irresponsible because, what if you have to drive? And even when driving's not involved, I mean, you're just not going to enjoy or remember anything. So what's the point? All right. But if it's just a glass of champagne or a glass of wine, okay, it goes with the chocolates. I get it. All right. So let's keep moving here. Watch home videos together. Reminiscing. Here's my advice. Don't live in the past, people. I highly recommend not living in the past. So if you want to watch some home videos, that's fine. But this is not a time to obsess over the past. I mean, create new memories. That's what you have to do, right? So this is a day to create memories. So I would say you could do this at any time. I'm going to put it right up there with the Netflix and chill because you could have a fun time with it. Look, I get it. Something to look back on and be like, hey, remember this and that. But don't spend the whole day reminiscing, people. Don't live in the past, even for the Valentine's Day. Just, you got to stay focused. You have to live in the present. Anybody who's read my book, you have to live in the present. And I talk a lot more about that, by the way. It's not just something you say. All right. So what's next up on the list? Stay in bed all day, making sweet, sweet love. Of course. But you got to mix it up. You got to get outside if you can. So I'm going to say S tier. Sexual activity and intimacy is a must. I don't care if it's Valentine's Day or any other day. And if you're not sexual, you're not in love. End of story. Boom, bam, close the book. Sex is like 75% of the relationship equation. The other 25% has to deal with intelligence, wisdom, passion, all the smaller percentages, but it doesn't mean that they're not important. It just means that they are, you have one driver of a train, right? So imagine all these train carts being led by one locomotive. That's my point. Passion is that locomotive. It's not that it's not important. It's just that number-wise, well, you got to have that one to pull the rest of the train with you. So that's what I mean. Sex is pretty much sexual intimacy. Anything from hugging, kissing, touching each other. That's got to be 75% of the equation. The other 25%, like I said, courage, passion, all these beautiful words. Let's go ahead and move on. I mean, because, where's the next one? Yeah, here we go. Working out, no. Stop it. But, hold on. Working out. Let me put it in B tier. Let me explain. Now, the reason you do want to work out, not the whole workout. You don't need a whole hour. You don't need to be like making, bench press maxes, maxing out on your 1 rep max. Look, just do a quick 15-minute workout, okay, to get that blood going. See, that's why I'm putting it in B category. It's a great idea to get the blood going. But usually sex is enough to get the blood going. But if you want that extra pump, go ahead, go hit some weights. Don't go do a full-blown workout, if you know what I mean. You got to save your energy for the rest of the day. Saving your energy for the rest of the day is key to enjoying and making a memorable experience. Okay, you got to get a quick pump. I got it. 15 minutes, right? Okay. This is like so new to me, by the way. Okay, jacuzzi time. Jacuzzi for 2. You got time to get hot, wet, and smooching with the jets pumping. Now, did you know that there are actually swimming jacuzzis? Like this one in this picture, if you can barely see it. You can actually swim against the current in these jacuzzis. They're really awesome. But they're actually expensive too. But it's a great experience. Great for relieving muscle knots and tension and getting you guys ready to hop into the sack together. Or go out, for the evening, like I said, restaurant or vacation. Bring those chocolates with you. So, jacuzzi. Oh, boy. It's too much pleasure. I'm putting jacuzzi right here in A class. If you got one, use it. It's better than a pool. A lot of people use the pool, which is okay. I understand. But if you got a jacuzzi, come on, man. All right, now going to get a massage at a spa, I mean, that's okay, but, you guys should be giving each other massages here. It's okay, guys, go, treat yourselves. If you guys are both, dual workers in the family, or you guys both have jobs, that's fine. Go get a massage for 2. But in the end, don't forget to massage each other. So massaging, massage, it's a good idea, man. Yeah, I gotta put it in an A tier. No, what am I doing? No. When you guys massage each other, it's an S tier activity. Touchy. Now, if you guys can get the professional massage and you guys massage each other later, go for it. But touching is what love is all about. Love is all about feeling, the passion. So let's go ahead and move. Okay, something stupid like bungee jumping or some other high-risk activity. I mean, it's totally not worth the risk. I mean, stay safe. You don't have nothing to prove. You don't have to go do stupid things to feel alive, people, like speeding in a car or jumping off a cliff like these guys. And it's not worth it. It's not worth it because there's so many accidents even, and they're going to tell you, oh, there's barely been any accidents. Yeah, but what about injuries? Oh, there's barely been any injuries, and you're just going to take their word for it? Oh, it happens maybe 1% of the time, or 2 point something. You're really going to put your life in that point something percent? I mean, no, it's just not worth it. And, it's most likely overrated anyways. You don't have to, so I'm going to put this down. Yeah, I'm going to put it down. It's just not, humans are just not meant to do certain things. Just because you can do it doesn't mean it's a good idea. So down in the failed list. All right, let me take a look at the chat. This has been quite interesting for me. So let's see. Going out to dinner. Also, Maria Olivares. Bienvenida. Happy Valentine's Day. Feliz Día de San Valentino. Igualmente, muchas gracias. Thank you. Heck yeah. Massages. See, she gets the point. Maria is a party animal. I love it. And hopefully you guys are party animals too. So, excuse me. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my Valentine's Day. I just wanted to squeeze this stream in right quick while we prepare for the rest of our evening, because here in Germany it is 9 o'clock in the evening. So that's all I got for you guys. Hope you guys like the stream, and I'm gonna end it right here. And until next time, party on.